So I wasn't really planning on talking about Call of Duty and the whole gating of content for 1 year over the Xbox, but I feel like a lot of you guys have asked me, and I might as well just make an official statement, so to speak, about it. So here it goes. I see this stuff all the time as a PC gamer. And I don't mean that in terms of gating particular levels. I'm talking about in terms of porting. And a lot of games come to PC way before they come to console. This is not an uncommon occurrence. So, from somebody who sees a game come out in early access and I play it for a very, very long time, and then slowly work its way over to console, is that not a similar situation what's happening here? And listen, I am not defending what is going on with Call of Duty. I'm not a fan of it. I wasn't a fan of it when Destiny did this, and it was only, for particular weapons or strikes or whatever. We're talking about whole game modes here, guys. That is definitely not something I'm particularly, happy about. But I see it all the time from a PC to console thing. So I guess to me, I'm somewhat numb to the situation. A game like Satisfactory, for example, a game that I've easily logged 300 hours over since it came out with my friends, building bases, tearing down bases. It's a ton of fun. You'll definitely be hearing me talk about it when I give my Game of the Year picks later this year with Brent on our annual podcast. But that game I am sure will eventually port over to Xbox and PlayStation in a very long time, but it's not there yet. There's still a lot of kinks that need to be worked out on the PC side, and having a monster PC, it still brings it down to its knees sometimes. It would absolutely be unplayable on a console, but it'll get there. So what's the difference then between that and what Call of Duty is doing? Well, Call of Duty has definitely institutionalized itself as an annual franchise, and they have done an amazing job of building this hype machine on the internet and amongst their fans of the whole FOMO of, hey, you need to get the latest Call of Duty. It's the one that everybody is playing. Forget the old thing. Everybody's going to be playing the new one. And a lot of people buy into it. And that's something that has been happening for a very, very long time. So in all intents and purposes, having a piece of the game, whether it's cool or not, is irrelevant. Being gated for a year essentially makes it unplayable, because by the time it does come out, most people will have moved on to the next iteration. We saw this towards the end of Destiny, before Destiny 2 came out, that a lot of guns that were previously locked only on PlayStation eventually made their way over to the Xbox console, but everybody had already jumped ship over to Destiny 2, so they were kind of pointless to unlock at that point. That's the frustrating thing, I think, is that we've built this hype culture that you have to have the latest and greatest thing. And we don't have Infinite Warfare to blame for that, or World War II to blame for that, or Call of Duty Modern Warfare to blame for that. We have ourselves to blame for that, because as a society, we have definitely begun to put ourselves in this. We must have instant access for everything now. We cannot wait. If I don't have it today and I don't have it instantly, it's not good enough. And the truth is this, there is still a very vibrant community for older games. I just opened up the Modern Warfare Remastered. How old is that now? On my PlayStation 4, and I instantly was finding high quality multiplayer matches because I was jonesing for a little bit after they took away my Modern Warfare demo. Again, this goes back to the PC perspective of things, where games on PC have a much, much, much longer shelf life and a much more dedicated fan base. Look no further than World of Warcraft for an example on that, or even Counter-Strike. These games are as old as dirt and are still amongst the most widely played. So why is it different between the PC culture and the console culture? Well, I can't answer that in today's video. But I want you guys to think about the fact that these games aren't necessarily meant to be yearly iterations. And even though we treat them as such, the truth is, if you are enjoying an old game, continue to play your old game. So if Modern Warfare says, hey, listen, we're not going to be releasing content for a year from now, okay, that doesn't mean in a year from now your game doesn't work anymore. It is still frustrating that they're gating content. It does not take away from that. But from a PC perspective, as the things I've mentioned with early access, as of porting things over, as a longer shelf life in those games. This is something that really doesn't bother me or shake me to my core. I'm not going on social media and downvoting anything that comes from the Call of Duty camp. I'm just saying, okay, I was debating what platform to get it for, and it looks like they made that choice for me because I want to play everything. That said, a PC user is not getting any of that stuff either, but I guarantee you a lot of PC users are still playing older games, and we don't mind waiting. So I guess maybe that's the takeaway here, is the PC side of me is just a little more chillax about it. But I do understand where a lot of people are coming from, and I'm not happy about it. So if you feel the need to speak with your wallet and cancel your pre-order and make a big song and dance on social media, hell yeah, do it if it makes you feel better. But I suspect the overwhelming majority of people are still going to get the game and still going to enjoy the game, whether they get 99% of it or 100% of it on launch. And I think that over time, when all the content is revealed, the people that are still into it are still going to be enjoying it, and the people that are there to jump onto the next iteration and what's the hot next new thing will be long gone, so it probably won't matter. And in that sense, I think the market does overall normalize itself as time goes on. Take care of yourselves. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.